Hey guys, it's Winterwolf and welcome back to another speed build for today. Today we're building two eco homes, or tiny eco homes, but they're on one lot. So if you do have tiny living, unfortunately it will not work because it's clearly on like a ginormous platform, and I'm fairly certain it's over 100 tiles, although you're more than welcome to double check if you can fit it as a tiny living residential, but I highly doubt it. This is something I had so much fun making this build because I think it's one of my more recent builds that I didn't like follow a reference picture as carefully as I usually do. Usually, I feel like lately I've been doing a lot of builds based off reference pictures and really just copying the exteriors a lot, obviously from like real house pictures, not like other people's builds. But I don't know, I just felt like I was losing the ability to like make my own houses without reference pictures. So this was a lot of fun for me. I was pretty happy I was able to make this without having to copy a reference picture. I sort of imagined this to be student living, so two university students who are maybe passionate about the environment or want to live in like eco-friendly housing have decided to rent out these two dual houses for their own use. They're very small. One of them I think is a little bit bigger, or at least the floor plan makes it bigger. Although I do think the tile count for that house is bigger. The one in the back I think is just a little bit larger. Originally I was trying to put a greenhouse right here, but it just looked awkward and I didn't like it. I saw it on the reference picture I was looking at, and I was like, yeah, that's the only reason I was looking at this reference picture, because I was like, I want to make a greenhouse like that, but it just looked weird, and I was like, never mind, we're not going to do that. So basically that was put away, which I'll have to do another build at some point doing something like that. But yeah, so I really, really tried to keep the houses different but cohesive enough. So they still carry a lot of the same like furnishings that would come with a house. Like the kitchens are fairly identical in terms of what counter was used. In one of them you have that sort of more orangey brown wood tone but with black counters, and the other one you have the same thing except with white counters instead. The fridge is the same, the stove is the same. It's just a lot of the same things, but some of them have different color swatches. And then for the roofing, obviously, because it's eco, we've done the solar paneling and the green roofing for both houses. I think both houses have them, or maybe only the front one has green roofing, and then the back one has green roofing and also the solar panel roofing. They also both have a side balcony and a balcony coming off of the bedroom. For both. The only difference is that I think the back house has a better placement for it, because with the back house I was able to put these huge sliding glass doors from the living room in there, but for the front house that was not the case. I don't even know if they're necessarily bigger than each other or not, but the floor plan did not work out well enough to keep it as spacious as the back house is. So that's something I guess they would have to work out on. I also put some pet stuff in there, so for dog toys. I think I forgot to put dog toys, but I did put a dog food bowl and a food bowl, and I put two food bowls in each room, which, you don't really need two food bowls, but just for the realism of having like a water bowl and a food bowl, I put two bowls in each house, because I feel like where this lot is placed, it's placed in mid-nowhere, which is in Windenburg, on like the island to the left in the front, kind of. I think it's more expensive. It tends to be more, it's like the place where they have older houses and then they have some sort of weird modern houses as well. So that's where that is. I'm sorry if I'm speaking weird today. I've been trying to do this voiceover a couple different times and the words are just not coming out. So yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, so this house right here, I think this is the yeah, so this is the. Oh, I extended it? I didn't give an extension to the other house. No wonder it's so much bigger. But, so this house has sort of green as an accent color. So it's sort of like a lime, like a pale pastel lime green, I would say, is sort of the accent color. And then for the other one, it's a lot of very bright, saturated blues, oranges, and then we have a pastel yellow wallpaper, which I don't think you'll be able to see that clearly in the reference pictures, because the lights I've used in The Sims sort of exposed, like it's like overexposed, so it kind of just doesn't show up. I feel like ever since, not the last update, but a couple of updates ago, the lighting has been just so weird. Let me know if you guys haven't like noticed that as well, where like if you close off the rooms, they just look darker. I'm having to like add 4 lights into one bedroom lately, and I feel like I never had to do that before. I've had to add so many lights just to keep the same like brightness, but I feel like that's just not something I had to do. So I don't know if it's just me or not. My game has been glitching out since not the recent update, but the one right before it. My Eco Lifestyle, I posted a picture on Twitter. One of the lots in Eco Lifestyle, there's like no ground. It's just kind of a hole of nothingness. So I need to actually repair the game, but I've been waiting on it because I want to back up my save files before I do that, just in case, something does go wrong. But I've just been so busy, and I need to find my my hard drive to do that. So I've been waiting on doing that. Plus, it's not really bothering me for the rest of the world. It's only the Eco Lifestyle world. What is it called? Evergreen Harbor. That's been completely weirded out. So I don't know what's up with that. So you'll see that the bedrooms are actually very much cramped, but I felt like that's fairly realistic for university living to have especially for tiny living, to have such cramped bedrooms. So the bed is against the wall. They have this. I loved how I put the tiny living wardrobes to the back, and then had the Eco Lifestyle bookshelf behind it, or like inset into it, so it looks like one cohesive piece. I thought that was pretty cute. Then we get into the other half of the build, which has significantly smaller floor plan than the original house I was showing. I think it just has to do, like, if I had placed the bathroom somewhere else, maybe it would have worked out better. But I wanted the bedroom to have that balcony in the back, and I wanted there to be access to the bigger balcony from just the living space. And because of that, the floor plan ended up being a little bit space consuming, so less good. I sort of have like that awkward hallway that no one really wants in their builds. But I did end up fitting a dining table there to kind of use that space for something. It's just unfortunate I didn't get to do the big glass sliding doors the way I did in the other house. But they do have nice windows, and they also get to be in the front of the house, which I would assume gets much more lighting on this specific lot than the other one does, because when I was taking my screenshots, the back of the house is just completely dark, so I just omitted those. I was like, never mind, we're not going to take pictures of that. It just didn't work out well, so yeah. What else is there to say? Guys, I don't know what it is, but this voiceover has been kind of tricky for me, so I'm just kind of trying to think of what to say. I'm thinking hopefully by now I've started live streaming by the time this video is up. I think it's probably going to be posted like a month from now. I'm doing the voiceover on the 16th of May. So I'm hoping that by the time it's uploaded, I've started either streaming on Twitch or on YouTube or on both. And I'm also hoping that I've started my LP. I was going to start my Let's Play, remember, a long time ago when I built that Pinterest farmhouse. I was like, I'm going to do an LP in this house. It's such a pretty house. I really want to. So I made a family. I got them set up. I made their skills, sort of like setting them up as if they had backstories already. And then I had to take out my mods for the new update, and then I just never went back to it. So I'm going to play that Let's Play. I might add some mods in later. I'm going to keep MC Command Center, I think, because it's just useful for timing and weather and all that kind of stuff. So the first half of the Let's Play, assuming I actually get to it or have gotten to it by now, is a prelude. So we're starting with a family that already has funds, and it's going to kind of show the backstory of the main character, which will be the daughter of the family. And then she's probably going to go off to college. She's going to meet the other main character of the story. And then we'll kind of start with that starter fund lifestyle that most Let's Plays start with. So you'll sort of see that like graduation happen. I just wanted there to be some sort of backstory before I went into just starting a Let's Play with 2 Sims and then, like not having any sort of backstory with it. It didn't make sense. So I want to do a prelude first, if that's the right term, and then do the actual story with the actual main character later on. And then we'll go and just continue down the family line. I'm even thinking, because the family I'm starting with has multiple siblings, so I'm thinking maybe we can do like little mini stories with the siblings as well. Depends on how invested I get. I don't want to make any promises because I still haven't started it, so I feel like I'm jumping ahead of myself a little bit in that way. So, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully I do it. I'm praying that I do it. But we'll see. Oh my god, the sun is burning my eyeballs right now. Okay. I don't have any curtains in my house, not my house, in my bedroom right now. And I do film in my bedroom right now. I'm going to move all my stuff into my office because I have a desk and I just don't use it for anything. So right now I have like a coffee table and a chair in my bedroom. And I sort of do all my filming, recording, and editing here. So, but I want to move into the office, so because now my dad gave me 2 different monitors, so I can now have multiple monitors, which would be great if I do start streaming, because I'm not sure it's really possible to stream with only one monitor. Like, I know you can do it, but if you're going to play a game, then you want to be able to access the OBS Studio or Twitch Studio, or in my case, I use Action to go live, so I want to be able to access that, and then I would need to access the game and the chat and all these monitoring features. So I think I need 2 different monitors to do all that. I don't think it'd be easily done with one. So hopefully that's what's going to happen soon, or has already happened, I guess. Oh, and I also did this like really cute outdoor garden space. So they have obviously they have to share their outdoor space, right? So I've added this cute little garden. Right now it has fake, not real plants that you can garden with. But of course, if you play the house, I highly suggest adding actual plants in there instead of what I've done, because that's just such a cute little garden area. The reason I didn't end up adding actual plants where you have to actually, water them and fertilize them and harvest them and all that was because I didn't know what season y'all would be playing in when you download this lot. So I was originally I sort of took out, because there's rooms on the gallery that just have plants that are already grown. So I download them, and I was in summer, so I could have put the summer plants in there for the sake of the build video, but I was the person that's going to download it might not be in summer, and then just going to have this awkward, ugly looking space of brown. So I just kept it with these, and then if you guys play the game or use this build, download it and play with it, then you can definitely go ahead and delete those plants and actually put real playable plants in there. I also add some yoga and some art stuff, which you'll have to move if you decide to make that an actual garden space so they can access the plants. And then I added this cute little fireplace area. I know that's not very eco-friendly. Barbecues and fire pits are not very eco-friendly, but it was cute, and I wanted the college students to have somewhere to spend all their time, so that's why I added it. But yeah, I think we're reaching the end of the video, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. I hope you guys liked this video. Give me some thoughts on what you want to see me build next. As always, if you did like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you really like me, be notified every single time I post a video, go ahead and hit that bell button. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you next time.